Among them, there was a betrayer. Unfortunately, the area of that was based in Ilorin to defend the northern boundary of the Yoruba Empire, connived with Absalami of Ilorin, and the jihad was able to sweep into Old Oyo and drove right all the way down to Osogbo, where the Ibadan army finally crushed them. When the jihad went through the central part of Oyo Empire and decimated it, on the eastern flank, that is from about Patigi all the way to Lokoja down here, including Ogun, the Nopes also invaded about 1860. And between 1860 and 1905, a lot of open land was actually occupied by the Nope, until our people rose up and fought them up. I pay homage especially to the heroic efforts of the Ejugu people. The nobles made Ejugu a stronghold. But the people of this Kabiyesi were one of those who said, no way, it's not going to happen anymore. And they drove the nobles out of the area. And once the nobles collapsed in that area, they began to collapse in other areas too. That is the man whose people did that. He's here in our midst today. So the Yoruba Empire collapsed. I'm going to go to the second part of the Yoruba, and that is the period of 1953 to 1966. That is the era of the sage of Afemi Awolowo, the true scion of Yoruba, of Oduduwa. It was an era of regional government in Nigeria. By 1953, Nigeria was divided into regions. And by 1960, Nigeria became independent and remained as regions until 1966. During this period, one unique part of that era was self-government. Each region was allowed to rule itself. Please, this area that I'm talking about is going to be the core of what I'll be dealing with later. When each region was allowed to rule itself, we can see how the Yoruba, the metro of the Yoruba, from 1953 to 1962, Chief Awolowo's government embarked on free education program, and there was a federal system of government in Nigeria. And he used this to say, okay, this is what we need in our area, free education. And the resources were also there. There was no oil. So he faced agriculture. Okay. He mobilized the people. There was agricultural development. We had plantations of cocoa, of rubber, of oil palm. There was industrial development. In the West, in those days, we had berry and other industries. All this, I can summarize what happened between that period. It is that because the Yoruba had the opportunity to rule themselves and to also use the resources they have for what they want. During this golden period, in October 1979, the New African magazine of the UK rated Western Nigeria as the 5th largest economy in Africa. It then ranked Western Nigeria as the first in Africa in education, agriculture, industrialization, and infrastructure. And listen to this. The New Africa magazine said that during this period, the Western region had outpaced Northern region by 71 years and the Eastern region by 46 years in the area of development. Because the Yorubas were allowed to rule themselves, to make their decisions. And in 1962, something happened. Something happened in 1962. Awolowo refused the British to establish a military pact with Nigeria. The North and East combined, and an operation was embarked upon. And if you read the book of Omoroyi, 1993, the tale of June 12th, the betrayal of democratic rights of Nigeria, he said, an operation was embarked which said, strike the sheep and scatter, strike the shepherd and scatter the sheep. They will leave the West the way they were going, they will become the Europe of Nigeria. So they targeted Awolowo as his lieutenants and crumbled the Southwest. So again, during that time, this area was golden, but it collapsed again because of internal wranglings and betrayal. Omoroyi's book says that a colonial officer went to Sardauna and said, if you want to defeat Awolowo in the Southwest, you cannot do it from Kaduna. You need a Yoruba man to undermine him at home. And that is how Danokia Ketola was recruited. He also recruited Remi Fani Kayode and others. And they became the opposition in the Southwest and helped to destroy it. So both the first Oyo Empire and the second one were destroyed by internal wranglings and betrayal of certain Yorubas against their own people. Then the third era, the Yoruba, it was over in the 62 that from then till 1965, there was crisis in the Southwest, which was engineered by outsiders and internal Yoruba people. We cannot forget the wet year of those days. And the military came in January 1966. Now, 66 to date, one thing that happened. During the period before this time, there was regionalism. There was true federalism. There was a parliamentary system of government. All this combined to enable each region to identify their priorities, to use the resources that they got for their own development. But also making sure that Nigeria works as an integral, happy nation. So that in the area of comparative advantage, what the West did not have and the North had, they exchanged. What the East had, palm oil that we did not have, they exchanged. So Nigeria existed in a symbiotic association, and each one grew its own strength. What happened since 1966 is the destruction of the freedom of choice by people. Nigeria, under the military, became a unitary system. Till today, the 1979 Constitution was half military, half civilian. But the 1999 Constitution amended is a fraud. It is a fraud. Because at the time Obasanjo took his oath, on 29th May 1999, there was no signed constitution. That is the truth. There was no signed constitution. This constitution was written by just 3 people from the north. Now, all this brought, and that constitution is as much a military constitution as the military own, because it is a unitary system. Again, the Yorubas who are able to collectively work together were broken into small states. Ondo, Lagos, they could no longer put their resources together. And you will remember at the time that the Yoruba group wanted to do a rail line around the southwest, the Minister of Transport in Nigeria said that there was a law of 1911 that only the federal government can build rail lines in Nigeria. What happened was that the unitary system prevented the Yoruba from really coming together, using their resources to develop themselves. And this fundamental change into a presidential system also brought power from regional centers to one place and one man. A presidential system in which the states that we have today are simply the appendages of the federal government. Very few states in Nigeria today can live on its own. They depend on the federal government. So, and when you see how the nation has been divided up, the number of local governments, the number of states, and where they are, you will know that the system is rigged, especially. I will make just two examples. Forgive me. Kabba, how many Yoruba people are there whose children scored 300, above 300, 400, they did not gain admission for unitary schools. Why in some states, others were able to go in with 100, 80, 40. Now, all this led to a situation where the power of decision making was taken. There is nothing wrong with strong regions that can compete with one another. I'll give you one example. Awolowo started the first television station in Africa. Yes. And Okpara laughed and said, "What's it?" But when Awolowo began, Okpara went home and said, we will do it. So he created another television station. Awolowo had one channel. Okpara did 2. Awolowo said, first in Africa. Okpara said, second to none. Which means that the development in one area provokes jealousy, provokes competition, provokes people to do their best. It is no longer so. The Yorubas are no longer allowed to come together and work together for their own goals.
Thank you, Bobby.
We will be concluding. Yeah, we will be concluding. Because we have identified that the structure of government is the problem. I have made 2 statements for which today I remain unrepentant. The first statement I made publicly is that the Yoruba will never achieve its destiny and its full potential in Nigeria as it is presently structured and administered. That's no room for excellence. The Yoruba will not achieve it the way Nigeria is structured and administered. That's no chance. Number 2, I had a chance to say in the place where at the committee where they say Nigeria is a united, once united, indivisible entity. And I said, what a trash, this is false. The 1960 Constitution was the result of people's choice, and the way forward are essentially 3 that I will make public today. 1, the Yorubas came together in September 2017 on restructuring and drafted a position paper calling for the return to true federalism, regionalism, and the autonomy of states to develop at their own rate. That is the blueprint that all Yorubas should support. Why can we not do this effectively? I turn to you. The same problem that brought down the old Oyo Empire and brought down the Awolowo government, two of them, internal wrangling and disloyalty and betrayal by members of the Yoruba race, is as strong today as ever. We need it. Your title is about the only universal Yoruba title. So a lot depends on you. You now begin to get other Yoruba groups together. Let them speak with one voice. I know of at least 35 Yoruba groups. All of them say their own Yoruba and so on. Unless you are able to bring everybody together. So that the Yorubas can say, we speak with one voice. We have no hope. Secondly, sir, we need to talk to our people who are in politics. Our people who are in politics in Yoruba land, including Kogi, are more loyal to their governors than to their own people. In fact, many of them, it's all over Yoruba land. Ministers, senators, members of House of Reps, and so on, they don't go back to their office and leaders to listen to anything. So we have a divided Yoruba land. We have those who are at home and those who have political power. I'm talking about politicians, appointees, elected officers. They should get back home and talk to their people and brief their people about what government is doing and listen to their people so that whatever ails their people, they can go back and say, Mr. Governor, please, this is what is to happen to my people. Do something. But many, all over Yoruba land, they are even afraid to approach their governor to talk to him about what is happening back home. This we need to redress. Ladies and gentlemen, I can go on till tomorrow, but we have no time. I wish to advocate for this, that if the Yoruba people are going to move forward, apart from this political element, one other thing, how many Yoruba people today know the ethics of Omoduabi? We have left English culture and other cultures that dilute us so much so that our behavior as Yoruba is called into question. Many of us cannot read Yoruba Bible or anything written in Yoruba anymore. Yeah. How Yoruba-ness can you be if you cannot read Yoruba, if you cannot speak Yoruba, if you do not know Yoruba, if you cannot teach your children the language of their fathers? Many of us here today, their children cannot speak Yoruba. Their children don't understand. And 30 million people from Yoruba land today do not know Awolowo. So Iba, I appeal to you for something. This ethics, Omoduabi, Afenifere, the policies of Awolowo, they need to be put in pamphlets so that the general public will know it, read it, and persuade the government to teach these things in our primary and secondary schools. So, because in the north, they teach Hausa. In some schools in Hausa, they use Hausa to teach, not English. Why can't we do that? If we don't do that, we will lose the character of being Yoruba. And if we lose the character of being Yoruba, we cannot compete in Nigeria. Thank you, sir. Has been discussed. Ṣé rí lẹ́tọ̀ tí bàbá wa fún wa yẹn? Olómi ìbá dùn, ayọ̀ mi ìbá kú sáà. Tí a bá lè bá wa ṣe lẹ́tọ̀ yẹn ní Yorùbá, a lè máa kà á lè fáwọn èèyàn míì létí wa lè sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ wà nínú lẹ́tọ̀ yìí sà fún ẹni tó bá nílẹ̀ àgbáyé.